While you ruminate on that fine question, would anybody like to sum up what happened last week? To confirm, we did play last week. I'm very sure that did happen.
Only one game canceled.
I'd love to know what happened. No, I've had so many games canceled this month. It's terrible.
Reasonable.
Yeah, so if you would like to get the recap, go ahead and roll D20 into chat to get that third hero point. The recaps that I have for you is you convinced your GM to let you have some Starfinder equipment. One of you has to say what he dedicated several years of his life to. And then everybody hit level 19. Like, those are it's the rapid fire recap from me. I don't see a D20 from anybody else, though. Anybody
I'm loading in. You can roll for me.
Okay. Is anyone else even going to oppose this? Probably not. Here we go. 18, hard to beat. All right. Bella going once, going twice. With an 18, what happened last week?
We were in the event of Grum's penultimate destiny. We are experiencing the singularity and interacting with the person who would bring it about, our dear beloved Sweet Pup. We had basically entered an encounter with him where he asked us to help fix the sickness within him, some kind of computer virus of sorts. And right off the bat, he started fucking clobbering us. It was ugly. Walter, down. Immediately. Poor Walter. Takes the brunt of it.
Well, I do want to say that everyone critically succeeded against a disintegration I-beam to open the fight. So
yeah,
right away I was like, oh, this is going to be okay. But then
like 3 turns later, not even rounds, 3 turns later, things kind of went in the other direction. But we really pulled it together. I really am proud of this group because we could have all TPK'd there. Basically, I got the lay of the land. Me and Stack went to the terminals. We entered the Matrix, which was like the sweep up video game, kind of, is the best way I can describe it. And while we were doing that, Walter and Kelly were holding it down, keeping an adamantine golem at bay, and just tanking the unseen sickness force that kept targeting us. And in that world, me and Stack played different characters, avatars of ourselves. I was large. It was nice. I could reach things, and I got married. I had a wife, Tilly,
and a baby.
And a baby. I had I lived out a lifetime, and in that we found Sweep Up, and from that point we were able to we found the sickness in the programming, and we were able to claim the card and remove it from the programming, thus cleansing the Sweep Up Prime that was fighting our allies out in the reality. And given that we knew that we could experience a lifetime in moments on the Prime material, me and Stack decided to stick around and use that time to have training montages. I made a really cool bomb that does law damage. Stack, yet to be revealed what he spent his lifetime doing. And then we left the machine. We were done with the event, so we went back to the Herald Court. And as I understand, we're kind of gearing up for the next event to be announced.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that sounds about right. Go ahead and take your third hero point. Everybody should discard their hero points from last week and draw fresh
And
ones.
our DM owes us 4 pieces of Starfinder equipment per player.
Mm-hmm. Yep, you guys can reveal it in character when we begin the session. Let's see. If you're interested in getting a D3 that you could add any D20 roll after the fact, please go ahead and roll a D20 into chat. You can also ask the same question of any willing PC or any NPC you met during the adventure. Also, I'll get Craig in here to protect our sound.
Now recording.
Alright, anybody interested in answering self-assessment? Are you too hard on yourself or not hard enough? What do we got here? We got a DC 11 success, 19. Okay. Kelly, go ahead and answer the question.
I'd say Kelly is pretty hard on himself. He expects a lot of himself, because just as much as he expects from others.
Okay, fair enough. You may ask the same question of any willing PC or any NPC you've met during your adventure.
Guess we'll ask. Sweep up.
Okay. Sweep up. Is he hard on himself? I would say yes. I think he's pretty hard on himself. He wanted to be a real boy, but he wasn't allowed to be a real boy. So anytime he started to have those errant thoughts, he would scold himself, get really upset with himself. He led a confusing life as a robot with a soul. And as he grew older, he understood that all of the smoke that Grom had been blowing up his ass as a baby sweep up was actually true. Like, he really was the chosen of Bry, and he was destined for the singularity. And so then he started to hold himself to a sort of impossible standard. So yeah, it's been rough. It's been rough. But yeah, he definitely didn't go easy on himself. So, poor baby. All right. I have created Axiomatic Pyronite, the realer shit. By the way, it does 15d6 lawful damage instead of fire damage. And of course, bludgeoning damage.
Excellent.
You should be able to find it. It costs 5,000 gold per stick, just so you know. I will add it to your available stuff when you search for it. Axiomatic Pyronite, the realer shit. All players can now find this if they are interested. All right, hype. Okay, I'll go ahead and add that D3 to Kelly. Man, there's a lot going on this dashboard. Let me tell you. Let me tell you what. I'll find you. Here we go. All right. So, do you guys want to draw from your Fanspo Hero deck? You have a mighty 5 points left. I will say that I do think you have more than 5 sessions left in the campaign. So I don't know if you're trying to ration them out in that way. You don't have enough to make it to the finish line. If you think that you'll be able to cash in for some more before it's all over, you know, that's also a strat. Going once.
Roll one of them.
Going twice. All right, you gonna go for it?
What are we rolling for?
We're apparently going to draw a hero card. I was thinking, when you guys do the hero card draw, what if we just had that be the card that you drew for your hero-related feats for the session?
That's how I've been doing it.
Okay, that's really smart.
Wait,
Yeah.
what?
That way I don't have to interrupt you to ask.
You know, like there's a lot of feats that are like, you know, at the beginning of your day after a legally distinct long rest, you should, when you're doing your daily prep, you should like draw a card, blah blah blah, and it's like, well, shit, we've been drawing cards, so. All right, here we go. It is the snake bite. Get out of here, the keep. All right. The snake bite is for nerds. It is the intelligence tomes, and I'm pretty sure it's neutral evil, but I'm gonna double check. Let's see. Intelligence. The snake bite is chaotic evil. Chaotic Evil allows you to cast a pretty sick void-based fireball, but it must target yourself or an ally as stipulation for casting. And of course, you can always burn your blessing to get an automatic 1 success higher on your next recall knowledge check, which is pretty good. All right, I will go ahead and apply those bonuses right now. So let's see, get rid of that strength buff. We don't need that crap around here. Get rid of that.
Sessions for the nerds.
Yeah. Okay, so do this. Books. All right. So, with all that sorted, let's see. We need some. Let's see. Armory music extended. Tron Armory would be pretty sick, but since it's related to Disney, we definitely don't want to get our asses shut down. What about Fire Emblem Sacred Stones Armory? Oh yeah.
That was my favorite Fire Emblem.
Really?
I played that for like a decade.
I am trying to play through the whole series on completely legal means that are 100% legal before the new game comes out. But that feels like a tall order with everything else I got going on. But I have not actually played Sacred Stones, so I'm looking forward to it. All right. Yeah. Okay. The sweet spot, I guess. So, before we go any further, what did everybody pick out for their high-tech gear from Destiny's Defiance? Let's start with Kelly. What did you get?
Okay.
Did you already add it to your character sheet as a question? Do you need me to help you add it? Okay, you got it. All right, so tell us all about it. I want to hear this fucking magical girl from the future transformation. What do we got here?
So Kelly finds first thing he finds is this weird liquid, and as he touches it, the liquid actually seems to move up his arms, and he recognizes them as nanobots.
Oh my god! Okay, I thought it was like a symbiote or something.
Arm to give him protection, and then it finds these are dermal plating.
Oh, sick. Okay.
Hardens his skin so he can act as he can get the raised shield ability without using a hand.
Oh, that's dope. Okay.
And it has a hardness of 30 at this level.
All right.
And after you use it for shield block once, you can't use it for 24 hours. The nanites have to repair themselves.
Okay. Okay. That's pretty dope.
Yep.
All right. What else? What else?
Afterwards, as he's going around, messing around with things, Sweep Up directs him to a place where he can enhance his armor. So he puts the armor in there, and it gets some cool lighting effects.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you could pull that image from.
Oh yeah, I can grab it. Sure. Oh my. Okay. Let's see.
Hey, he's helped to add Tron lighting and makes everything look cool.
Let's see. Nice.
We got some energy shielding.
Very cool, very cool.
It gives you a damage reduction 15, a resistance 15 to acid, cold, electric, or fire. But we just went a little step further and put the adaptive energy shielding on there.
Oh shit! What does that
So
do?
as
Is
a
that like them
reaction-
flying cat dudes from Outlaws, basically?
Similar, yeah. But so it's
Okay.
when you get hit with the elemental ability, once per 10 minutes you can change your resistance to that type. So,
Nice.
and it remains that way until you switch it again or remove the adaptive energy shielding. And lastly, to make we got to make our sword fancy. You give our sword a little portion of sweep up, so you can take it with him wherever he goes.
Animated intelligence. Okay.
Essentially, when you're attacking with it, you can activate it to auto attack, and it will keep attacking that target in its fly speed of 30 feet. It doesn't get the strength or dex
So
bonus
this is
behind its
like the
attack.
Starfinder version of Dancing Weapon, essentially.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay, that's pretty dope. Okay. I'm into that. That's
has
cool.
the attack modifier of 27 plus its item bonus, which Holy Avenger's item level is 14. So ends up being a nice 41 plus 41 to the
cool.
attack roll.
Okay, I'm into that. That all sounds very cool. Okay. What about you, Walter?
Well, Walter had gone through it in the last session. So he found himself a recovery tank and decided to just go inside and be like, he's hanged up a sign, do not disturb, as he tries to at least rest for some time. But while he's there, I guess he gets notified. This pod is able to augment the individual inside. Would you like augmentations? And he decides yes. So, he is not a cyborg per se, but he has now some cybernetic implants, making it a little bit more closer to the art that we've seen so far. Those kind of metal plates and stuff have mostly just been like for aesthetics and stuff, but now they actually have a function as they're kind of like integrated into his body. So the first thing that he picked up was nano optic node. So he has nanocarbon nodes implanted into his optical lobe, and he can do X-ray vision.
Bro, how could you do that to Sanji? You know that's what he was gonna pick if he could pick anything from. Oh, I'm just kidding. Keep going.
If he could. But this also kind of conjoins with the level 19 ability that I picked up for Walter, which he has true perception. So he is always under the effects of a 6th rank true sight spell. And his perception modifier, which is a very healthy 32, is for the counteract check. So he has both true sight and X-ray that he can do if needed.
So you can just always have X-ray vision on, but it gives you a -2 circumstance penalty to your perception checks.
Yeah, it
because
would.
You're seeing too much.
It'd be a little bit of sensory overload, but I mean that still would put me at a plus 30. So I could have it on at all times if I wanted to. The other thing, this is more integrated into.
So wait, you can only see through wood, plastic, stone, common metal, or no? You can see through anything, right?
Yeah, but those
It
sights
gets
blocked by that
those
stuff.
things.
Yeah.
Okay, so it is a
up to
perfect
60
item.
feet.
All right, got it. Okay.
That's Lex laughing, not Walter.
Oh, right.
Similar to Kelly, though this is more of his actual like skin. He also got the dermal plating. after that harrowing experience, at least some type of damage reduction. That's something that he's looking for. The other thing was he got some implants into his nervous system. So he has hyper nerves. He has an item bonus to his acrobatics checks, which is also a very healthy 30 plus, with an item bonus that's even higher. He also, once per day, if he doesn't have reactions, say he already uses reaction for something else, he could use this as a free action and then get a reaction to do something. But then he'd be slow during the next upcoming turn of his. Which he has a couple of reactions that would actually be helpful to kind of double up on if he needs to.
Nice.
And then the last one is to his mind, as he kind of thinks back a little bit on this starting of this adventure when he was an automaton and how he was kind of connected to the Jiska system during then, but maybe having something similar but more for his uses, not the Empire's. So with this, he has a bonus to recall knowledge checks. He also has additional skills, which he... So for Apex items, you can only have one of them active at a time. So he has this one active, and that bumped his intelligence to a +4. He was already at a +6 for the Dex one. So he did
right, if one Apex item is active and then you activate another one, it turns off the other one.
Yeah. So he's only doing the intelligence one. He doesn't need the Dex one. But he still gets the benefits of the other one.
Also, they have a 24-hour cooldown period. So...
Yeah.
Yeah.
But his Dex was already high enough, so he's not really worried about using that one. But this gave him some additional lores that he picked up, one of which is the Void, if that's possible.
Okay. That's pretty cool.
So he has that, and then he can also just do a bunch of recall knowledge check as he go through his Rolodex inside of his mind to kind of peruse information, which I think is also helpful with his Monster Hunter ability. So that was his 4.
Alright, I'm into it. I'm gonna send you this article about the Void. Here you go. There's not much to it, the article, but it's the basics.
Yeah, I feel like with the amount we've been interacting with it so far, he would like to at least have like some information on it now that he has the chance to integrate it into his mind.
Yeah, it's a pretty hardcore place. Especially these like weird bat creatures that have like praying mantis legs. Look at this shit. This is like a native species. It's crazy.
Fun.
I'm gonna miss all the Pathfinder monsters when I go over to Draw Steel Land. Gonna miss them. I'll probably bring them with me. It's my favorite part of the system.
Do they have a bestiary on Draw Steel?
Yeah, they got
Still working on it.
The most. I mean, there's a bestiary, and then they got that the 90s anime version that's coming out. That's gonna have a bunch of 90s anime monsters and stuff in it, so that'll be pretty cool. So, yeah. All right. Sounds pretty dope.
I don't know how much longer we're gonna be resting, but for now, I'm just gonna assume 1 day, and I'll
you
kick
can
off
do
one of my
up to
doom.
3 days of downtime if you would like.
I would like to get rid of those dooms.
All right. What did you pick up, Bella, from the future?
Okay. First, she walks up to a table, grabs the microchip looking thing off of it, and she's inspecting it, and then like little not tendrils, but like little arms come out, grab onto her eyeball, and like force its way in. Cognitive accelerator. She panics for a minute, and then it makes her a little bit smarter, and she understands what's going on. So she's cool with it. And then She sees a jetpack. She grabs that.
Okay.
Height.
A commercial jetpack, not the
Yeah,
military one.
I
Okay.
mean, wait, is there a military one? I saw 2 grades of them, and the other one was like 19.
Okay.
So then next, a force field, which is pretty
Okay.
fun. And then last, where was it? She sees a beautiful gem. She pokes it, and it starts floating around her. She got a amplifying Aeon stone.
Oh, okay. Nice. It boosts a spell to be 1 rank higher, maximum 10th rank for the purposes of counteracting or being counteractive. Oh, okay. Interesting. But it also gives you that bonus to your spellcasting skill, which is nice.
Yeah.
All right. That's pretty good. Okay, Stack. What did you steal from the future?
Stack, he took his 5-finger discount across the mall. He also took a quick lock because that seems really good if he could make 2 attacks at once. And then, if I understand it correctly, then also the Aeon Stone, and we got that from one. So we got it from the Sky Mall store. Then he went into the augmentation booth, I guess, and he inadvertently walked out with also hyper nerves. And what was the one that makes you fast? You remember which one it was called? I had it written down.
Hyper Nerves wasn't the one that raised your dexterity?
Oh yeah. Hyper Nerves and what was the last one?
Do you need these added to your sheet, or did you search for it and find it? Because we did unlock the Starfinder compendium for you guys to search and grab stuff.
Okay.
Hey, what?
Something I did find is the way I could get it to work through my character sheet.
Huh.
Was I switched, went into once I dragged it onto my sheet, I went and changed it to attach to armor or attach to weapon rather than install in weapon or install in armor.
Oh,
I guess that's
smart.
a Starfield.
Yeah, Starfinder thing. Okay.
Yeah.
Nice. Okay.
Oh yeah, and then sorry, I'm dumb.
You got the dermal plating too? Okay.
Yeah,
nice.
yeah. So dermal plating, hyper nerves, quick lock, and the Aeon Stone.
Okay. Sweet. What did you dedicate your digital life to?
Stack,
The one that
dedicated
you did not save enough against it to be immune to the emotional attachment. Bella unfortunately became disconnected from their virtual life, but you found your virtual life to be rather fulfilling.
Stack, he pestered the forums and petitioned the mods. He made content to get pre-nerf Stack off the ban list. He thought, and that's what he dedicated his digital life to, is basically making enough of an online ruckus to petition to get Stack back to where he was.
Made a ton of dummy accounts to make it look like a lot of people shared your opinion. Yeah, awesome. Okay, fair enough. Using that knowledge, when you return to the real world, you realize that the wild magic you thought you had given up, you thought that you had lost, it was there the whole time. It was there the whole time. So, and basically your arm, when you go to check on it, it is once again a glowing spectral limb, having sort of disintegrated away the flesh to reclaim its spot as your wild magic phantom limb.
Oh, don't you look at that? Won't you?
All right. So we got to see Beefcake stack for like one fight.
Oh, don't worry, he's going back. He's going back on the shelf. Will be used for another character.
he's like nah, that's okay. All right. It sounds like we're all caught up in that regard. Let's see. What other hit songs does the Sacred Stones soundtrack have for us? Sacred Stones music extended.
So how do I add the
Determination.
thermoplating again, or should we just kind of?
Stone was saying that you go into the settings for it and you would change it from install to attach to, and then it should work.
Okay.
Let's see. Because there's like an edit button for every item.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you just go in and find
Just
that.
the little equipment summary on the side, the usage.
It should say
Drop down,
affixed to
just-
armor.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, I was going through the Omni. Oh, there we go. Find it in.
Yeah, it's just under the change the usage tab to however you want to put it in, edge to armor or edge to weapon.
Affixed.
Oh, okay. So I was trying to add things through Omni Search, and I was being lazy. I'll have to go through the compendium to do this. Okay. Starfinder.
Man, none of
So
this Sacred Stone music has any chill, bro. It's all like, let's go.
I played that game until the battery in the cartridge died.
Oh.
Yeah. I have an issue with the Apex items. I have two of them. One of them increases my charisma, and one increases my intelligence, but the charisma one always overrides. No matter how many times I try to get the intelligence one to take over,
Is your intelligence already 20? Because it can't raise a stat over 20.
I thought it's +1 or it raises it up +4 or puts it to 18 or adds +1 is my understanding.
It's +1 or a modifier +4, whatever is higher.
Yeah.
So if you were like at a 3, then you add a +1, they can do a +4. Or
I thought they capped.
you go up to it. Yeah, I think
it
it's
doesn't say. I get when I take the charisma one off, it does boost my intelligence one. But when I put the charisma one back on, it then takes it away and then increases my charisma.
Let's see.
Either increase your modifier by 1 or increase it to a +4, whichever will give you the higher value. I don't think it's like.
I wonder if they're being like strict, and you know how it says there's a 24-hour cooldown or whatever. I wonder if I actually have to advance the in-game clock like 24 hours for you to switch it. That'd be kind of crazy. I could do it real quick to see if you want. Like unequip both. Let me know when you've done it.
Uno momento. See, how's that work? Cognitive.
Yeah, we have a clock in the game. Question mark. The least used clock in calendar any campaign I've ever run, I think.
All right, I have them off.
All right, we're gonna advance it a day. Let's see. I have to agree to all this stuff. All right, and then I'm gonna advance it one more hour just to be sure. Okay, now equip the one that you want the stat boost from first. Okay, did it give you the stat boost?
Yep, I think so. I have a +8 now all of a sudden. I feel like that's more than it should be. I'm just gonna unequip it.
That's fucking bananas.
See what it looks like without it.
You had a +7 beforehand though?
Yes. Question
Then
mark.
that would make sense if
Yeah.
it turned it. Okay, and
Like-
it had a little A there for Apex.
Yep. Okay, so
Okay.
that's working. Hold on, I'm gonna plug that one in. That's go. Then I have to do the charisma one to see if it takes over. All right, and then that one.
It did take over. All right. What if you re-equip the intelligence one?
Yeah, I think it will take over, but then I just don't benefit from the auxiliary effects of the circlet of persuasion.
Well, there's a little key. All right, key ash. There it goes. Okay.
Just I've unattuned to the circlet in order to make it.
In order to do that.
Maybe the attunement is more powerful than the implantment.
I see what you mean. Because one's a Starfinder. That's probably where the issue's coming from. Is one's a Starfinder, one's not. Trying to figure out how we could do it. We could make an effect that manually adjust your stats to show what's happening. So equip both again, and then we could just give you an effect that lowers charisma by 1 and increases intelligence by 1. That's what you're after, right?
Essentially, yeah.
Okay. Let me go to your effects panel. Is it effects? Right. Okay. Go in here. Item. Create item. Effect. Bella stat adjuster. Okay. Rules. This is a. It's been a while since I did this. Hold on. Flat modifier. There we go. Okay. Untyped bonus. +1. Okay.
Yeah, what I'm seeing is either it gives you a +1 or it sets it to a total of +4, whatever's higher. I guess.
Yeah, but both their stats are already high. I think the issue's coming from they're fighting over which
one to be active.
Yeah.
Magic is beating out the technology in this instance.
As it should.
Honestly, maybe that's just how it's supposed to be. I'm not sure if that's core rules, but it is doing that, and that's also fine. Like I could have just
officially the two systems can be used together, and they're like, yeah, definitely go for it. But I don't know how much care has been put into making them in Foundry perfectly work together. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because that would be a lot of work to get them all. Yeah, to get them all working. Let's see. Where is your circlet of persuasion? Here we go. Rules. Flat modifier. Okay. Rules over here. Here we go. What is that? Who's opening chips right next to their microphone? What the fuck?
I had to turn noise cancellation off.
You're killing me. All right, let's see. So this is not going to be a flat modifier, apparently. This is going to be an active effect. All right. There we go. All right. And this would be charisma down by 1. All right. And then we add another one, and this will be intelligence up by 1. All right. So this should work. Let's see. Where's Bella? Bella. Okay. Effect. Stat adjuster. Drop it. All right. I think that worked. Yeah.
Yes, It did. Thank you.
All right. So, we left off with you guys returning, and you guys are in the portal room, but Walter needs to rest. And I mean, it wouldn't hurt, I guess. You have the peacock, and then you have a father's love, the path of destruction, and one last goodbye that need to be sorted. The peacock is optional, of course. And then who knows what happens after that. So my question for you guys is, 3 days of downtime. Does anybody have anything before that? I'm going to open up the downtime tracker.
I sleep.
Okay, you just resting for 3 days? All right, makes sense. All right. What about you, Bella? You got 3 days.
Like if something costs thousands of gold to craft, like it takes months on years to make it, because like crafting happens at like low levels, it's like 50 to 60, like 100 gold per day.
I mean, given that you're in a special dimensional place with the forge and all that kind of stuff, if you have the money and you want to spend the day building shit, then that's fine.
I would like to make a realer
normally, yeah, it takes a long time. Like normally, it takes a long time.
Yeah.
Okay, you guys have the money?
If it's 5,000 gold, as the axiomatic one is,
Yeah.
then I have 5,000 gold.
Okay. Huge AoE law damage. That's going to be kind of rough for the bad guys. It's going to be kind of rough. Okay, so you're going to spend 1 day crafting that.
No, we can
Now,
just
as an alchemist, you can just make those, right, without having to pay the cost.
Yeah.
Okay, but you wanted to have like an actual real one, just in case.
Right, that doesn't disappear, after a turn, and yeah. I'll spend a day, or I guess the rest of my time, with the assortment of the polycule.
Okay. So you're gonna just enjoy your life.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's
nice.
But, with that, giving her a little like breath to like rebalance herself. I would like to do her penultimate destiny next, because I'm. Oh, you know why my intelligence is so high? Because we have an intelligence boost. And
so all this time, we still need to make that,
yes.
But that's what kicked it so high. Okay.
Yes, that's why it's +8. So for that reason, I would like to do my penultimate destiny, because I'm super juiced up right now. I got 3 hero points. Let's go.
Okay. All right. Fair enough. Stack, do you get up to anything in the 3 days?
He goes to the Rakshasa and it's like, oh, I got my magic back, bitch. Like I got.
Okay. The Rakshasa looks over at you and raises a furry brow and says, got it back. It was never gone.
Well, hit me with it. What do you got? What's the last thing you got?
What do you mean?
Like, isn't it like the lessons or tears or all this stuff that we do, or
what?
Like I come here, you berate me, you do wild magic nonsense, and then I mess up.
Just because you have your powers back doesn't mean you've mastered anything. Did you think that I was impressed that you remembered that you had wild magic?
I mean, at least a little.
Let's check your report cards here. Fail, mid. Success. I mean, you're welcome to continue training.
All right, what do I gotta do?
I mean, it's a Arcana or Occultism or Wild Magic lore, DC 35. Based on the level of success, the PC spellcasting abilities may become modified by Wild Magic. The training may only be attempted once per week, and the benefits last until the next downtime begins. Which this could be a pretty good one, because I don't know what the next downtime's going to be.
Ha!
All right, what'd you get?
54.
54. All right, that is critical mastery. All right. So, okay. With critical mastery, when you cast a spell, you can attempt to trigger. I think you've had this before. You can attempt to trigger a wild magic surge, 50% chance. And then when you do, you get to roll twice and choose a result.
Oh. No. Who says that I wasn't a mess at this?
Okay. He gives you a big stack the deck smile and says, I have to admit, I think you've got it.
Well, thank you very much. I don't know when we're gonna see each other again, but you know, it's been good.
It depends. If you restore the deck, I'll be there every time you cast a spell. In every spell. As every spell. But if you don't, if you fail, I suppose I'll be scattered into the void, absorbed and lost forever.
You don't want to, hang out and just be a wild magic professor forever. Have some, make a school for wayward youths that stumble upon wild magic.
If you and your fellowship manage to reassemble the deck, I suppose anything's possible.
Oh, well, all right then. I will, I'm gonna mosey on.
All right, we have 2 more days.
All right. He goes to check on the rabbit friend.
Okay. All right. Are you just hanging out? Or are you trying
we're just
to hunt him?
out.
Okay. All right. The rabbit friend wants to know if you brought ice cream.
Oh no, he did this time. He did.
Oh, okay. So he's happy about the ice cream. Little heart bubble appears above his head. You guys sit like on the branch of a tree high above a river below the splendor and beauty of the forest all around you. And he just says, you lost your arm again.
Oh well.
But maybe you found it?
I actually prefer this one. It reminds me of, who I am a bit more than an alternative. It being all there kind of feels fake.
And who are you, Stack?
I am.
And Stack, when he asked you that question, you have your life, the lives of the many Stacks who have been smooshed, and the life of Pile, all sort of overlaying each other. You also feel a sense of the boy you thought you were, the cat you maybe were, the being who was trying to save his sister, and the being who would do anything for her.
I believe, every irresponsible spellcaster that's ever lived. I've lived way too many lives for one gambler, and seeing all the results, seeing things that could have been. I think I understand it when you guys say that you guys are every, every adventure, every castle, every weird spell. I've been every permutation of the most irresponsible spellcaster that anyone's ever gonna know, and I'm happy with that.
It is good to know what you are and who you are.
What about you? I mean, I know we've asked this about you, but did you choose this forest, or did you did you make it? Did you?
You chose the forest where I would be epitomized. It is a lovely forest.
I like it too.
I have given thought to what it would be like to not return to the deck. And perhaps it would not be as terrible and frightening as I thought. But it is not for me to decide.
Well, whatever happens, I want you to know that I'll be there for you. And I know you've been with me this whole time, and so I appreciate it. And maybe you have your own adventure one day. That's just yours.
That's just mine. Yeah, maybe. Maybe. In the meantime, I won't go on an adventure with you, but you can take this. And he unsheaths his broken blade.
Oh.
And he hands it to you. The blade of the Rabbit Prince.
Oh.
I'll add it to your sheet.
Okay. Well, thank you.
It's a +2 greater striking dancing short sword.
Oh.
It's also good at tripping and disarming. He sits there in amicable silence with you, enjoying nature and ice cream.
Mm-hmm.
And you do feel that after all this time, you have maybe, ever so slightly, changed his perspective.
Huh.
You have 1 day left.
Alright. Oh man, I don't even know what to do with the last day. He just hangs out with Lauren. I have nothing else to do.
Okay. Fair enough.
Mm-hmm.
Alright. So, next up, let's see. Kelly, what do you do with your 3 days?
Kelly is going to seek out the hidden truth and kind of have just a philosophical talk with him about to ensure him talking to riddles will be a challenge. But about the nature of the actual entities of these cards. Like, even when they're
Oh.
fully manifested, like, are they still what they represent?
Okay.
So the deck could be complete while they're still manifested. Like,
Oh.
because the reality is they exist and don't exist at the same time. They're paradoxes.
He's fucking ready. He's ready to spoil this shit for you. Anyone else that doesn't want to hear this, you could. Do you want us to go to secret chat, or do what? You want to just briefly mute yourself, or mute us? I don't know. Maybe we should go into secret chat. I don't know.
Okay.
Okay.
So how's everyone?
All right.
I'm surviving. June is a rough month, as is May, but it's just the beginning of the season.
Yeah. Where are you, Larry, again?
I'm in
Kansas?
Rhode Island.
Rhode Island. Oh. See many of the World Cuppers?
What's?
The World Cup travelers?
I live kind of in a more rural area, so.
Oh, okay. I've never been to Rhode Island, so I don't even know how far it is away from the rest of.
It's not that
New
far,
England.
honestly. It's like, it's the funny thing about Rhode Island is you can get across it in a half hour in any direction, basically.
Mhm.
Very small.
State.
Yeah. There are larger landowners in Texas than there is space in Rhode Island.
So how's business? Is it booming?
This is good. Lots of fun projects. I'm trying to release a beverage right now with
We started seeing. I started seeing those in Atlanta.
Yeah, we got like clearance to sell like beverages that have 5 milligrams of THC in them from like hemp derived sources, and that's the new rage now.
Yeah, no, I had one maybe like a month or two ago, and they said on the can like oh, take it easy with the 10 or the 5 or 10 milligram drinks. That should have me on my ass like all afternoon. And and I have like college friends that are like certified stoners and that are like have 50 milligram gummies on the regular. It's like, how like
it hits different because it's water soluble THC, and your body's not necessarily used to that. It hits in a different way. It's a much quicker effect from a consumed product than most people are used to.
Oh, do you know much about the fucking drinks with like the adaptogens in it? And the mushrooms.
Yeah, I don't know. I can't really give credence to those. I mean, I'd say I do believe that there are functional, healthy mushrooms. Like there are a lot of things that have health benefits. I
tried one and I was like, I'm not feeling it. They gave me a free one in Whole Foods.
It's not something that you would have to feel after one. You would have to take it for at least 2 weeks, maybe a month, and then you might start to feel some benefits, but you have to do it regularly. That's just the case with any kind of supplement.
Yeah, they were saying like, oh, these are our mood enhancer drinks that have adaptogens and mushrooms in it to enhance your mood and not without drinking. I was like, okay, I don't believe you, but I'll try it. It's like I looked up like the medicine, the medical stuff that like they were trying to cite, and like
Yeah.
they do have like natural stress relievers. But I was sad to feel like I have to drink like 5 of these for like the over-the-counter pill that I could just take.
Sure, and the point isn't to drink 5 of them. It is to drink 1 of them every day for 5 days. And like these things build up in your system over time, and you start to see more pronounced effects. But it definitely doesn't really happen from one dose. Like even cannabis users will say, many of them will say the first time they use cannabis they don't feel anything, and it's because we have an endocannabinoid system that is inactive before it interacts with these things, and it takes time for that to come into effect.
So I'm not a cannabis user, a regular one, but a few times, like, so I used to be in college, but not like I'm a pansy when it comes to the amount of weed I can handle. When I was in Vegas, there was these like weed bonbons, like the chocolate ones, and I like made the mistake of eating them while I was hungry, and I was like absentmindedly like eating them, and
Rookie mistake.
and I had like maybe like 3. I don't even know what the dosage were in them, but I was at dinner, and like I was experiencing like the lag in my eyeballs. Like I would turn my head, and then like my eyeball, like perception of my vision would just like lag behind the motion of my head, and it was very concerning. I did not enjoy that. I didn't.
Oh, you talking about dropping acid?
No, I was very high.
Close
I
enough.
was very.
Oh, okay. Okay. So Kelly, you had some hard truths dropped on you. No, Raydao, you can't. It's not your turn, bro. Stop. Stop. Oh my god. He's just waiting at the end of every song now.
On a wholly separate note, so looking forward to that expansion.
There's too many games to play. I can wait.
I
can wait.
And it's not going to come out until like middle of next year.
So tomorrow. Got it. All right.
If you perceive that time that quickly.
Time do go by pretty fast. Do go way faster than it's ever gone in my entire life, that's for sure. Sleeping is the worst. All right. So you have 2 more days, Kelly. You use them for anything?
I'll just enjoy what time they have left before
Nice.
maybe do some mild investigation into the realms that are left.
Mm-hmm. The local Thieves Guild did finish their special project, and they have opened the bowling alley. If you wanted to hit up the
bowl, wow.
Yeah, if you want to hit up the
Some
bowlerama.
Bless you.
Bowling, are we?
Yeah. So okay, you spend time bowling and hanging out with the NPCs.
But you know, Angels Bowling is how you get thunderstorms. So
Oh jeez. Before the internet, we were told so many lies. Oh my god. Man. Okay. So yeah, one of your fiercest bowling opponents is definitely Angelique Lovelace, who can't seem to get enough of bowling. There's a certain amount of violence and athletic dexterity to bowling that is right up her alley. Yeah. Also, she can't stop with the nachos; they're so good. And you're allowed to smoke in the bowling alley because it's a good one. So yeah, that's her situation. I would say that Philomena is also there, but she's always like looking at Angelique Lovelace like, how is this woman here? This is a bad guy. I just don't understand. She always gives Thor. She gives Thor that look too. Thor hasn't ever gotten off of her shit list. Yeah. But overall, it's a pretty good time. It's a pretty good time, and time passes rather swiftly in those 3 days. Especially for Walter, who just slept through all 3 days. So.
Well, I say sleep, but
Oh,
it was really
okay.
just nothing. He doesn't do anything that's strenuous, unless you count going to bed with Sid strenuous. I don't know how big of a girl she gets to be.
Oh, gotcha.
Okay, so then maybe I'll just add one more Doom on there.
Shows up wearing the full 1990s Ninja Turtles live action movies. No. No, it's good. It's good that you guys are able to enjoy this last. Some good times before you head back out into the field.
Before we get crit to oblivion again.
Bella, during this time, Jericho does share a vulnerability that, after seeing everybody's backstory adventures, is what people are starting to call these. She thinks she'd like to do hers alone, but she doesn't think that you guys would trust her to do hers alone. And you, Bella, the way she says it, you kind of wonder if you could trust her to do it alone. After all the self-destructive crazy shit she's done. It's literally called the Path of Destruction.
She has a nuke in her chest.
Yeah. So
I don't want to see you go do this alone. Even if it is where we say goodbye, I don't want you to have to say goodbye or not be able to say goodbye. But I can't stop you, and it's your destiny, and I think that you just have the right to be in control of it and how it happens. And I would love to be there for you, but if I can't be, then I understand.
She digests your words, and then she kind of rolls into a sitting position in bed, lights a cigarette, walks to the window, stares out at the harrowed court. She seems lost in thought. Meanwhile, in the bed, Brutus and Vashon, Vashon being the larger spoon, Brutus being the little spoon, are just snoozing away, oblivious.
Yeah, it's best that Vashon doesn't know. He'll put up such a fucking stink.
Okay. Walter, during your time of recuperation, Sid wants to hear everything about the future and about Sweep Up Prime. She also wants to know if you think that your timeline, which she likes to pretend is also her timeline, but the jury's still out on whether or not you guys are from the same timeline, would have eventually succumbed to the singularity.
So he's definitely talked to her about his past and, his life in Jiska, and how it was like ahead of its time and stuff like that. So then he kind of equates what they saw in the future, taking that timeline and dialing that up by like 10. It's even more futuristic than the stuff that we were creating back then. So yeah, he'll give her the download. As it pertains to the singularity, he's honestly not sure. He's never really been one for religion. So he's still trying to piece together if that really was the will of Bry to kind of bring everything to that conclusion, or if something else may have happened along the way that changed things. He is a little somber. For Sweep Up, he does kind of regret not grabbing him with us during our timeline. He actually did want to make a connection with them. But there's just so much stuff going on that he just wasn't able to focus on the kid. But yeah, he's not sure. There's a little bit of unsurety when it's coming to those events.
She also asks, having been a machine and having been a man, what was better?
Well, you know me, being driven to complete one's duty has always been something I'm relatively good at. So the machine part helped, but that was kind of a lonely road for the most part, not being able to kind of feel those same things. Honestly, did kind of suck. But then again, it hurts a lot more in human. If there was a way to achieve a happy medium, I would probably take that.
Well, I mean, there are the androids.
Or cyborgs, cybernetics.
From... No, I mean, from Numeria.
You'd mentioned that once before. Maybe when this is all done, take a deeper dive into that. What about you? If you had the chance, if you were given the chance to convert to a machine, would you take it?
I don't think so. As an elf, I already live so long, and my perceptions of time have been, I don't know, warped by my so long spent around humans and shorter lived races that, for me, 800 years is more than enough. If I was a machine, I'd risk living forever. I don't think I'd want that. I also like how I feel. A lot of elves, especially ones that make friends with the non-elven cultures, their hearts break too many times. And then they just get numb. I don't want to end up like that. Part of why I love Alkenstar is it's just so messy. It's super fucked up, and the priorities are all out of whack, but it's so alive, so awake. It's always progressing forward, always moving, always building, always thinking, always chasing something new. Elven society, it's too slow. I like the mess, the noise. I like the feeling of it all. I wouldn't want to give all that up.
Definitely have a better head on your shoulders than I did when I was trying to consider those things.
Well, I mean, I think your decision was mostly fueled by militant nationalism, but, you know,
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
But I don't have to beholden myself to that at any point anymore.
I did also want to talk to you about fixing everything.
Hmm.
Jack won't go out and say it, but the more we talk, I mean, you have to have noticed there's inconsistencies. Like, the Duchess in my timeline got twin braids down to her butt and tattoos. Yours doesn't.
Well, I mean, that's kind of the nature of the overall multiverse. There's a whole bunch of these parallel ones, but with small differences here and there.
Yeah, but
actually not so much small differences.
The only reason that we all get to be together, that we all get to go on this fucked up adventure together, is because everything's broken. What happens when it's not? What if when things go back together, the stack that is left over isn't the stack that started? What if the thorn that he's in love with is a tree? What if Kelly is an angel? What if Philomena's mom never died? What if Bella's parents never gave her up? We don't know what timeline is the right one. If we fix everything, how much are we throwing away?
From what Jack said, if we reassemble this, we could then determine what's the right timeline going forward. How much of that is actually true, or him just kind of bullshitting us, trying to get us to get to some kind of conclusion, I don't know.
Does there have to be only one? And if there doesn't, do we all have to go back where we came from?
I really hope not. Really.
She wipes a tear away, and kind of pinches the bridge of her nose. And she says, "I hate thinking so much. I think too much. I should just be enjoying the time we have. Everything is so big and complicated, and there's no sorting it out."
Walter will put a hand on their face and kind of wipe off the rest of that tear. If anything, know that, well, I was more than willing to cross the stars to try and find the mother of some kid that I had barely known. I'll do that and then some, making sure that we don't get split.
She looks up at you, and you see just real joy in her eyes, and hope there as well. As she leans in for the smooch, the camera cuts to two handsome furries smooching, And as they unsmooch, Thorn says to Stack, "Man, don't get tired of that." So, Jack keeps saying the same thing over and over again in different ways, like he's practicing it or something. He keeps saying, "We're in the end game now," whatever that means. But
Yeah.
I've been thinking on it. Does that mean this is almost over?
You've been thinking?
Yeah, I've been thinking. I've seen a lot. Also, I got a law degree.
A lot. Well, I have to see what school you actually went to. I have to see. You don't seem like the school type, but I mean, anyway. I think it's almost all over. Jack gets pretty ominous, and when he wants to be, he always says what we need to hear when we hear it. So, something like that. Wow, something on your mind? Something?
I'm just wondering, when this is all over, what's gonna happen?
Well, what do you think's gonna happen?
I don't know. I feel scared. If we fail, it's all over in an instant. We get turned into purple soup or whatever.
Well, then.
But that's not the problem.
Mm-hmm.
The problem is if we succeed.
Oh, we succeed in what we...
You remember what happened in that volcano? Everybody went crazy over the ring.
Yeah.
Well, when it comes down to it, when you're literally able to hold the cards of creation, what if we turn on each other? What if everyone decides they know what's best?
What do you think? Well, we should do.
I think I'll back your play. Whatever it is.
Really? I come up with dumb ideas all the time. But I appreciate it. Well, I don't want anyone feeling like sour grapes or anything about what reality everyone returns to. I'm not really concerned about if we, fail either. Like, if we fail, then, we die. That's not really, that's
Nah,
it, I
Stack.
guess. Yeah.
We've been dying. It's getting pretty easy.
Fair.
Turning into purple soup. I don't think that's gonna be as easy.
Well, let's see how they let's see. Let me think real quick. He leans on him, and well, what's a small thing you would want change, that you want to go back to? We could have that. That house near the ocean that you like. You could have it. Or we can, get you that fancy promotion if you want to go back to the Shield Marshals. To get your own private eye detective agent.
I feel like everything we've done. It'd be hard to go back to 9 to 5.
Oh, fair.
I also don't think Lovelace has any intention of going back to Alkenstar. I've been talking to her, and
You want to follow her somewhere?
I always have, but she told me that all she wants from me is for me to be happy. She told me why she's here and why she's doing this. I asked her if I could tell you. She said it didn't really matter. So, I guess I will. Yeah, your sister Lyra and Lovelace, they're half sisters.
Well, when did that happen?
They both got the same hag mom. Apparently Lyra wears some lenses or whatever to hide her changeling nature, but
Huh.
Lovelace is involved in this because she was hoping to redeem Lyra. Like her father was able to redeem her for a time.
Oh.
But she's also willing to stop Lyra, Raven, Nicoletta, whatever the fuck her name is, if that's what it takes. Just like you and yours was willing to stop her. She understands. People go crazy sometimes. Especially when they think that they're in the right.
Huh. I haven't thought about it. Why did she tell you this?
Why did my very good friend and former boss and partner in crime tell me a deeply personal secret?
Well, no, I mean, you know, I mean, I guess she knew she was gonna tell me anyway, but I just thought that, you know, she's oddly related to me in a weird second. Is that what? Second cousins? Third cousins? Third?
I listen, I don't even want to touch that, the whole like you were a cat and then you were not a cat anymore and then false memories. I'm just trying to think about the stack that I've always known and not stress about the rest,
Well, fair enough. Well, all right. Do you want to stop her, or?
Stop who?
No, I mean, I feel like if Lois does this on her own, she's gonna make a fool of herself, so.
I mean, it is what it is. What's your play? In your heart, you think that this Raven Nicoletta bitch is your sister. And I guess in some weird way she is. Just like in some weird way she's Lovelace's sister.
Right, and it's hard. Like, she has this, way about it. I'm not really sure what all to make of it. I want to help her. I really do. Like Raven, I think she's a bit misguided, but
Misguided stack. She's threatening to destroy everything. Like
no,
Purple Soup, man.
Yeah, right. I owe being alive to her. I owe meeting you to her, and I don't want to throw that away just yet. I don't. So, give me a chance, and I'll see if I can do something. But
like I said, I'll back your play.
Well, thank you.
And then with a ferocious sort of growl, he goes to tear out your throat. And passionate furry man lovemaking continues. There's the sound of bowling pins. And Kelly, another straiku. You see a bunch of programmed NPCs come out, and they sing the straiku song and do a little dance to cheer for you. And then they go back to their different jobs of sweeping the same section of floor, making nachos, polishing bowling ball, things like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like when their employees come for the sing happy birthday at a restaurant.
Yes, but they have to do it.
It's for stripes.
Grom looks up at you from his 32-ounce root beer, and he says, "Yeah, Jack said that real Bolorama, there's like like a screen, and like all the little dancers live inside the screen or whatever. But he didn't have time to build it, so they just come out and do that every time." Nice job, by the way.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
Irina Kolyana says, "It wasn't that good. I will show you how the real master of the game does the bowling." And she hefts the ball. She lets out like a Xena scream, and she fucking shot puts it. It travels more than halfway down the lane before smashing into the wood, getting stuck. This is the third time you've had to switch lanes now.
I know these things kind of repair themselves magically, but you really ought to think about being a little nicer on the field.
Nicer? This is how you bowl in Barovia. Okay. My husband, Strahd, well, I never got to marry him because you kidnapped me before I could marry the man I loved more than anyone else in the entire world. We probably would have had the greatest marriage of all time. He said that he had a bowling alley in his basement. I never got to see it.
Well, I never met the man, but I'll take your word for it.
Lovelace looks over at you from behind Irina as she kind of like rolls her eyes and makes like the crazy gesture. And Irina says, "I will meet you at the next lane." And she goes to retrieve the ball. She does slip because, if you didn't know, bowling lanes are heavily waxed.
That's
but eventually, eventually she does make it out there. The manager, Jeff, he does say, "Sir, your friend is causing a disturbance. You have to get her to start using the bowling balls properly, or I am going to have to ask you to leave."
I don't know her.
She seems to know you. I tried to talk to her and he turns his head so you can see the black eye.
Oof. I'll cast healing on that real quick.
Okay. All right. Lovelace lets out a sigh, and she looks over at you, and she says, "It would have been nice if they had something like this back in Alkenstar, huh, McLean?"
Oh, definitely. If we make it back, we might have to open up something like this.
Yeah. Maybe. I'll leave that to you. Ain't no room for me in Alkenstar no more.
Well, I got a feeling you aren't exactly from my Alkenstar either.
Well, I'm a lot of Lovelace, so I could be.
Fair enough.
I didn't know you could smush, so I was going around absorbing them. I figured alcohol's more potent with a higher concentration. Rather than have a million little shot glasses of Loveless, what if there was just one fine bottle?
Well, I suppose it wouldn't be a bad thing. I mean, the levelist from my universe wasn't always bad.
When you say that,
They're actually pretty good at what they did for a while there.
she kind of narrows her eyes and she looks away from you. She says, no, I'm pretty sure every Loveless is a real piece of shit.
Well, that's 90% of Alcastar.
She does let out a chuckle at that. And then she says, I don't know how you do it. I don't know how you could have stayed a good cop in Alcastar with everything that was going on in that city. It was sick. It was directionless. It was corrupt.
I think it may be a little bit of the opposite of your situation. Because it was just me, I could keep it to myself how it was. And at least in what I can remember is mine. Star. But I guess I grew up around the common folk, and that was enough to learn how things could be. And some good mentors, but it's really all it takes. One or two good folk at the right time change the world difference, especially when you're young.
When you say that to her, her jaw starts to kind of like shake a little bit. You hear her teeth kind of grind. She kind of looks away from you, says, I think they got the next lane set up. I gotta ask, Claim. I don't know how many more chances you got to regroup. But when it's time to go after Raven, Lyra, Nicoletta, whatever the fuck she's calling herself, I want to be there.
He's important to you, huh?
It's the most important thing I've got left to do.
All right.
All right. And then the 3 days have passed.
Oh, my bones.
Them doomed bones.
Just like feel myself again.
All right.
All right.
Where to now? Bring you guys over to the portal room.
Oh, I was gonna
Cool
ask.
Jericho has mysteriously disappeared.
Oh yeah, that's a good point. Do we see Jericho?
Were you guys always on the portal room this whole time? Did I forget to take you
Yeah.
back
Yeah.
to the... Oh, fuck. Sorry.
It's all good.
Okay.
I was
That was
gonna.
real
I
theater of the
was
mind
I
for
was gonna
everybody.
go to the dashboard because I was looking for an NPC. I was gonna ask, what is what's his name? Is it Bart?
Yeah, Bart. Yeah, it's Bart.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Has he just been hanging out in the bowling alley this whole time?
Oh, no, I mean, he's living his best isekai life, you know? Just trying not to get killed.
He occasionally goes
learning-
outside the air court trying to fight some of the monsters that have been conjured up.
Whoa, I wouldn't go that far. It's more like dating sim for him,
Ah.
for sure. He's just trying to, you know, pick up fantasy babes, essentially. So nothing overly complicated there. Definitely not going out and trying to fight monsters and stuff. He's accepted his role as an NPC in this adventure. He likes that quite a bit. So does not want to be a hero. All right. So, where are you going, and who are you bringing? My understanding from Bella is that you guys go to the Bella card.
As good as any.
I'm juiced. Go.
All right. Who is your B team choice? Bella.
I'd like to bring Jericho so she doesn't run off and do her thing by herself.
Okay.
And
I think
also-
Jericho's a free B team member.
That'd be good.
Okay.
Then Brutus and Stu.
Oh man, you bring in 2? Okay, all right. I mean, it is technically your backstory. I'm sure somebody's willing to give up a spot there. Let's see. Okay, is anybody willing to give up a spot so that Stu and Brutus can go?
I'll give it mine.
Where
Okay.
Thanks.
All right. Who are you bringing, Walter?
my question was gonna be, the place that we're going to, is it? We know that Barnabas was an inventor, so does it seem like this would be a place of inventions?
It looks like the city of Brass, which is where I'm from. Kind of.
Then
You guys can do a recall knowledge if you'd like about the city of Brass.
yeah, sure. I'll use my fancy new ability.
Okay.
For the use of that. I don't know if this will add +3 on there.
Bella also has that.
Mm-hmm. It says you roll it 3 times. Or wait, they have to be selecting each topic after learning the results of the prior check. Oh, okay,
Yeah.
okay. All right,
So that-
both of you know the basics for sure. The fabled city of Brass is the capital of a race of genies known as the Ifrit. It is found on the plane of fire. It is a city of majestic palaces, tall towers, and wide boulevards that provides some respite to visitors of this otherwise wholly inhospitable plane. Even though many Ifrit are happy to trade with others, their inherent racial prejudice means that most feel little compunction in taking advantage of or even robbing and enslaving outsiders who show weakness. So it's not really a great place to go. They have some of the grandest markets in the multiverse, and they have one of the most thriving slave markets and slave trade. They are lawful evil to the max. They are ruled by a sultanate. The ruler is a being known as Grand Sultan Hakim Khalid Suleiman the 23rd. The Khan of Magma, the Lord of Flame.
Say that 3 times fast.
Right.
We'll change my resistance to fire right now.
He is assisted by he is assisted by the Grand Vizier Abdul Qawi and the White Mage Yindri Yasala. Anyways, it's got a population of 6 million people. It is considered a metropolis by planar standards. You may each ask one question about it or the plane of fire.
Are there any environmental effects while on that plane? I know that sounds like a rhetorical question, but I may as well ask it.
Yes. Yeah, there are. Yeah, it's not a good place to go. Not at all. You're going to die if you go there. So you will need some sort of protection from fire.
Okay,
Well,
so
Walter and I are probably good. You have like the brass dwarf gives you fire protection.
yeah, so I have 19 resistance to environment.
19?
Fire. Yeah, equal to my level.
Yeah.
It's kind of stupidly broken, surprisingly. But I also do have this environmental guide. So after an hour, me and up to 5 allies treat the natural temperature effects of an environment one step less severe.
So if you don't have planar adaptation, you are going to take major or massive fire damage every round, so every 6 seconds.
I see.
There is also no oxygen in the elemental plane of fire.
That's probably more of a problem. I am legendary in survival, so it's 2 steps lower for temperature, but I can't do anything about oxygen. So
Also, the plane deactivates dark vision.
Okay.
Yeah. So you do need literally you need planar adaptation.
How do we? How? What is?
It is a spell from the first stage of magic. I'm trying to remember if they brought it over for PF2E. Let's see.
environmental endurance, is that the name of the spell? I'm seeing it.
Oh, that could be it.
I'm seeing it within this environmental guide thing.
Mhm.
The reduction in severity is cumulative with any equipment or spells, and it's listing environmental endurance as a spell.
That might be it. They might have legally tried to be legally distinct or whatever. Yeah. All right. So environmental endurance is only a 2nd level spell. It was a 4th level spell when it was planar adaptation. You shield the target against dangerous temperatures, choose severe cold or heat. The target is protected from the temperature you choose. So that would help you against the heat. You'd also have to find a way to survive without air. All this to say that planar adaptation, what it does is you grant immunity to the harmful effects of a particular plane of existence, including such hazards as toxicity, extreme temperatures, and lack of air. Additionally, you gain energy resistance 20 to a type of element prevalent on that plane of existence. There is a ritual that can be cast called Mass Planar Adaptation. So you guys, with all of the stuff you've unlocked in the Herald Court and all of the fancy spellcasting cards and whatnot, would be able to have a planar adaptation cast on you. However, you would only protect you for the perceived passage of 17 hours.
Oof.
So you'd have to get in and out 17 hours.
Cinderella rules.
Yeah,
So,
we'd have to
You
move
don't need
extremely
no fuss,
fast.
no muss. You don't have to think about it. And everybody would essentially get fire resistance 20 if they didn't, if they didn't have it already.
Well, kind of looks at Bella. Jack has stressed to us multiple times. Looks at Stack. Looks at some of the other people. That all we need to do is go in, get the card, get out. If we do anything else, that's burning up that 17 hours. So
I'm going to
I'll-
do my best to be restrained in my actions, and I can't make any strong promises. I'll be honest, but
yeah, I
I'm going to do
figured
my
that'd
best.
be the case. I'm just saying,
Mm.
if we'd have a 17-hour time window, and once that's gone, then we're gonna start getting very crispy very fast.
I'm sure we'll be fine.
Now I will say this. You guys can, do your next check in your series since you have this access database ability.
Oh,
I'm gonna save mine for later.
It says you immediately attempt 3 checks, so they have to happen back to back to back.
Next one. I don't know.
The only note about timing is that you select each topic after learning the results of the prior check, but you are immediately attempting all 3. So what is your follow-up question, Walter?
Would there be? I mean, we have quite a number of smart people here. Would there be a way to craft something that can maybe extend that duration past 17 hours?
Not in the time that you have. But they have many bazaars, and one of the popular items that they would sell would certainly be a ring or necklace or trinket of adaptation, so that you could actually survive on the plane. They also do brand their slaves with runes of adaptation, so that they can survive the elemental plane of fire. So it's a very common magical technology within the elemental plane of fire. It's just difficult to come by outside of the elemental plane of fire.
Okay. Well, we got 8 astral diamonds still in their stash in case we need to fall back on that. This is not my last question to ask, but I also realized we have a decanter of endless water. Just have that turn on and just walk through the plane. Yeah, that probably would work. Then I guess I'll just roll this last one. Are any of these recall knowledges adding the +3 item bonus that this feature gives
You
me?
believe that in a single necklace of adaptation keyed to the elemental plane of fire, market value is 9,000 gold.
Okay.
But it protects you from all ambient and environmental effects of the plane. That includes toxic smoke inhalation, taking massive or major environmental fire damage every 6 seconds, dehydration, etc., etc. Because also it's too hot for water to exist, so you can't actually drink it. You can't drink anything while you're there unless it's like lava. It's just a whole thing.
So yeah, we got 80,000 in those astral diamonds in case we need to start using them.
But you do have the ritual protecting you for 17 hours, so
Yeah.
We were in Sweep Up's event for like a half hour. We had dinner for Kelly's.
yeah.
Gonna
Just-
be.
Just throwing it out there.
Okay.
I like to be prepared.
You're-
All
No,
right,
you're
Bella,
absolutely right.
what's your follow-up question?
So yeah, that's like the ambient environment of the plane of fire. But is it like that inside of buildings? Do they have AC?
Generally, no. Everybody just gets by with adaptation spells and items. It is one of the most powerful and ancient and primal planes. So to fight against the nature of it is difficult. It's difficult enough just to have buildings, essentially, and not have those just sort of go up in flames / combust, melt, so on and so forth. You know that the city of Brass, the construction of the buildings does use some amount of soul integration, that construction techniques developed in the Nine Hells.
Right. I have no more questions. So let's just get going. We only have an hour left.
Okay. All right.
Unless
All
anyone else has questions.
No, you answered all my questions, so.
Okay. Stack, who you bringing to one of the most horrible places in the multiverse?
I mean, as usual, Mr. Thorne's right there, so.
All right, fair enough. And Walter, who you bringing?
Is Sid a B team member or she's just an NPC?
Yeah, no, she's a B team member.
Okay. I feel a little less confident bringing Philomena to this one.
Okay. All right, heading through. All right, let's see. My gosh. Let's see. I'm just looking for the map. Sorry. Give me a second. Okay. Here we go. Book 3. But where? Here we go. Okay. There we go. All right. As you guys step through the portal, you find yourselves in a throne room. The throne room is made of brass and obsidian. Here and there, you can just see fabulous displays of wealth. There are tiles on the floor that seem to be made of melted gold. Occasionally, you see faces form in the gold that cry out in eternal anguish as they melt back into the floor and bubble and ooze about, never leaving their designated squares. You see an assortment of placeholder NPCs representing a myriad of extraplanar and more familiar races. They all are dressed in very like crimson goth attire, like a lot of reds and blacks and golds. Many of them do wear masks made of different types of metals that all seem to be incredibly hot. You guys feel the ritual of adaptation protecting you, and you realize that many of you, despite being level 19, would be in a real bad way. This is a truly inhospitable place. There are 6 brass sort of lanterns. You see the flickering flames inside seem to sometimes beat against the glass steel enclosures, trying to escape. You see windows, and through the the mesh on the windows, you see a resplendent brass city lit by a fiery sky. There are obsidian stairs that crawl with that same molten gold. They lead up to a dais wherein there are 2 gold and ebony thrones. One is empty, the queen, no more. And one is occupied by a very tall, incredibly handsome halfling lich. His head is just blackened flesh that burns away to reveal a skull of rubicant, which is an extremely rare gemstone metal ore that looks like ruby but is as strong as steel. And then you see the cranium part of the head is just living flames that sort of burn back and away. On either side of the throne room are these creatures. Bipedal, four-armed, dragged minotaur demons. They are chained to the floors and walls, but you feel like at a moment's notice they could tear free if they needed to. Everyone turns and looks at all of you, especially at Bella. The man on the throne, he claps his hands together once, and the room's filled with silence. And then he looks over at the court magician and he shakes his head real, like, subtly, like, not you. And then he gets up from the throne and he says, the prodigal daughter returned. It's been a while since Strahd's wedding. You've done so much since then. Very impressive work. You would make your mother proud if she was still here. As he says that, he do kind of rub the ring on his fingy a little bit.
She looks up at him.
Yeah?
She looks up at him with a very determined and kind of angry look in her eye, and she's like, I'm back, and no thanks to you, obviously. I found my way here. Like, I've managed to find everything for myself in my life without your help.
Yes, well, all the great ones do, don't they? I myself had to pull myself up by my hairy little bootstrapped feet. Nothing worth having is given to you. It must be taken, discovered, invented, created. Your mother was soft-hearted. She wanted to keep both of you with us. But I knew what a liability children were going to be. Obviously, I needed to have some. My superior DNA had to be passed on. And clones are always a mess. No, I wanted real children. Heirs that could someday carry on my great work. After all, once I ascended to godhood, I might forget about such trivial things as power and wealth. But the soothsayers, they couldn't tell me which of you would have been the best. No matter how many I tortured, it didn't inspire the others to be forthcoming with the truth. So I was forced to experiment. One of you would rise to greatness, I had no doubt. Each of you was sent on your own path. But Beck is the one who made it home. Beck actually took control of his life, of his fate. He didn't wait around, crying, pouting, convincing himself that someone was coming for him. What sort of weakling would do that?
You told me you were coming to find me.
Did I? I'm sure I would have eventually, if your brother hadn't shown up. Once I saw which of you had the initiative, which of you actually cared enough to find me, I knew who was deserving of my legacy. When he discovered,
Alkenstar, I had no way to study magic there. How was I ever going to acquire the magics necessary to hop planes? I became an alchemist.
You sound like so many excuses. But now you're here. Eventually, fate found you, I suppose. I almost feel like your presence here, your mixed successes, are a strange sort of accident.
It's a funny way of saying I've made an embarrassment of Beck's efforts to try to assemble the deck. You know how many cards we hold by comparison to them.
Yes, I do. You have certainly made a fool of your brother. He snaps his gloved fingies, and as he does, you see Beck appear. And he looks around and he says, "Father, you can't keep me here. I have work to do. And he looks over and he sees you, Bella, and he says, "What are you doing here?" And that's when you do notice Lola Bunny in the crowd. She looks over at Beck and at you guys, and her face is a well, I mean, she doesn't seem to really care, honestly. She has to look like I can take it or leave it. But if you have lore goth girls, you know that she's super upset right now and worried.
That was not one that I picked up.
So this is what's become of the favorite son? Put in time out?
Not time out. I just think that things are going in the wrong direction.
You mean you made the wrong choice?
I think that we can all agree that the void is not what we want.
Geez, really? And you just had to fund their efforts to bring us to it?
I'm always on the lookout for a new angel investment. I heard Nicoletta's cries for vengeance, for power. I mean, I don't pay my dues to be a warlock patron to not take advantage of them. She had a pretty good idea, and what an interesting concept. Everything controlled by a deck of cards.
You're telling me that you're Raven's patron? In a literal sense?
I suppose. There are many who seek my consultation. There are many who have ambition, ideas. They just need a push in the right direction. Why, one of my most accomplished warlocks, he recently became a trillionaire, if you can believe it.
Explains so much.
Threw up in my mouth a little.
Urge to kill rising.
And unlike you, Bella, this guy, he started with nothing. Just $100,000 that his father gave him from some emerald mine. Everything else was him and his bootstraps. You don't even have straps on your boots, do you?
I have garters.
Beck says, "Father, I have to get back. The reconcilers, they need me. What's happening now? This is the most important part. I can't miss it. I'm too invested. I don't want to lose my place in the fellowship." He looks over at you guys he doesn't want to say anything else. And Barnabas Benoit says, "I grow tired of card games. This was a foolish endeavor. To think, all of creation controlled by a deck of cards. It's unbelievable. Superstitious nonsense."
It may be beyond belief, but it's true. Every day I bend reality with the power of these cards. And when we assemble the deck, I will make reality what I choose of it.
I wonder then, where would we, your family, wind up if you, of all people, could remake the worlds?
All I used to want was to have a life where my family was part of my life. But meeting you, understanding what you've done, what you're willing to do for power, kind of disgust me.
That's because you haven't had a proper taste for power.
Think I don't know power. I'm the greatest weaponsmith of Galarian. My Pyronite dwarfs any mere firearm that you created.
I am so proud at your haughty arrogance. It's a start, it's a start.
Uh,
I hope you know that fighting me here in my place of power would be folly. Also, I do believe that you've come here looking for something.
Her eyes would scan over the crowd, and at this point, she would like to use the spell that allows her to do a recall knowledge at advantage to try to suss out if the card is present in this room.
Hmm.
Yeah, I wanted to do that while you guys were talking.
Oh yeah, go for it. Go for it.
Her eyes kind of glow in the golden light as she scans around the room.
Also,
Okay.
I wanted to make a sense motive that burn that Belenor just shot towards Barnabas. That her weapons dwarf anything that he's made. Did he take any offense to it, or?
Oh, yeah, give me a perception or sense motive on him. Okay, yeah. No, not at all. He thinks it's adorable, like when a kid makes a macaroni art in preschool and asks you to hang it on the fridge. The two of you, three of you, Kelly, as you look around the room, you guys don't get any read on any cards that you are not familiar with, except what Back carries, which Bella, you know, is the twin.
What have you done with the Harrow card, Father? I know there's one residing within your realm.
Yes, I was very curious why the courtesan suddenly epitomized in my court, of all places. Truly a fascinating creature. I added them to my harem, I suppose. I don't really care much for the pleasures of the flesh, but it does impress business partners when your harem serves tea in those little maid outfits. Something I can finally enjoy now that your bitch mother's out of the way. He says, but you see him rub that ring.
You really feel that way? You really don't care that you've lost Mother? As I understand it, everything you did to get to this point was to build this world, to build this empire for her.
Lost her. She lost me. Looking back, our marriage was...
Why don't you remember? The concept of marriage was sundered by Micheletta's machinations. She and her minions took this from you. They corrupted her, and they corrupted the bond that you had. They played you for a fool, and you just walked right into it.
I am no fool.
You're already in the void.
I already stated that Raven Nicoletta, Lyra that was, is not in the right. Not in the right state of mind, not in the right position. We do not endorse the void. I had thought that perhaps she could be persuaded to use the cards in the right way. But I've also determined that the cards are far too dangerous for anyone, even myself, to try and manipulate.
Someone has to put the deck back together, and whoever that is, they're going to have the final say.
It is true. And I think that whoever puts it back together should be of my blood.
And perhaps instead of trying to bolden our enemies, you could aid us in our pursuit. You could hand over the courtesan so that we could continue to assemble the deck.
Yes, but there are two of you, and I only need one.
So what?
Both of you need the card, and I need to know which of you is worthy. Would you be willing to fight to the death against your own twin if it meant retrieving this card? If it meant fulfilling your destiny?
She looks somberly at Beck, and she looks a look of shock. Like, they've never actually exchanged blows in the numerous times they've interacted. They've exchanged a lot of harsh words and hard feelings, but she's never really been able to bring herself to hurt Beck. And she looks at him like, why did you have to support Raven Mikla? How could you be so easily fooled to think that she would do anything but cause trouble?
I was not fooled. I was observing a potential.
I meant Beck, not him.
Beck says, what do you mean? You don't understand. The reconcilers, we have a plan. We're gonna stop her.
By collecting the cards for her, are you that thick in the head?
No. Collecting the cards, she's gonna show us where they get reassembled, and then we're gonna double cross her, and then we're gonna use the deck to fix everything. Because we're the reconcilers. Or what's left of us. I still haven't forgiven you for killing Grom, you motherfuckers.
Yeah, and I've been killed by some of you guys, so fair play.
Not fair play. Our Grom didn't come back.
Yeah, well, we've never actually hunted you down. You know, everywhere we go, we find that you guys getting in our way and trying to kill us. So it was only a
Getting
matter
in your
of time.
way? We're trying to stop you. You keep making everything worse.
Oh,
How can you possibly think you're on the right side of this?
Wait, Bill,
That's the-
why don't they come back?
We don't know.
Because they're not because you're not fated to actually put the deck together. You're just expendable pieces.
That is not true.
Raven Mikula has tricked you into thinking that you have the same.
Book says that our Grom didn't come back because your Grom gave up on his mortality and became a card. So that means there are no more Groms.
Except for ours.
Yeah, well, you won't have them for long. Because we're putting that fucking deck back together.
You're doing a great job. How many do you have? She holds out.
It's not how big the hand is during the game. It's how big it is at the end.
It's a little important when the cards can shape reality and give you fantastical powers.
I mean, some people have fantastic powers on their own. It gives you a big shit-eating grin. I don't suppose you know what that's like, though.
Oh, you don't have anything on your own, Beck. You're just Dad's little black dog.
He looks a little admonished, but he says, I got strong and found my way here on my own. I survived hell itself to get back here. And what did you do? You fucked your teacher at magic school.
Sounds a bit like jealousy to me.
I mean, we could settle it. We could squish both of you and see who's left, but
That's not how twins work. Not the same soul. Wait.
Yeah, don't think of that idea too much. You're not as likable as you think you are. As opposed to Bella here.
Ars Benoit says, well, my arena is waiting. I already sold out all the seats.
already? No.
Of course. I am at the end of every day a businessman.
Whisper to Bella. How hard it'd be to take out your father.
He's a lich, and I can tell you his phylactery aren't at hand.
So, takes some while to reform.
I don't know how powerful he is, but I presume powerful. I'm not saying that we shouldn't kill him, though. Let me try to work an angle.
I mean, he did say at the end of every day, he is a businessman. Oh, also, Kelly, with your perception check earlier, you do sometimes this fucking huge brazier over here, it does sort of take on like a bird form. Or like the illusion of one, you know, like it's like these sick ass, like, you know, like the Phoenix from X-Men, you know, kind of has like that sort of like whoa kind of like vibe to it.
Okay.
Is this really what you want, Beck? Do you want us to settle it here and now, kill each other over these cards?
I mean, if I kill you here and now, he looks to Barnabas Benoit. I want to sweeten the deal. We're just gonna keep coming back, Dad. Fate's got its hooks in us. We're just gonna have to keep doing this over and over and over again. I want to guarantee when I kill her in your arena, that's it. He looks thoughtful as he steeples his fingies in front of him with his black-gloved hands. And Barnabas Benoit says, could be arranged. I have a few soul gem crafters on staff. We could put an end to this messy cycle. Start cleaning things up a bit.
Are you two both insane? Like, all of our goals align. Why aren't we just working together? Why are you so fixated on the idea that you can only have one kid? For Christ's sakes. Look at what do you do with all this space? You're just you really content just to be a lonely man for the rest of forever?
I have a room in this palace, 1,000 square feet, with a 100-foot tall ceiling made entirely of diamond. The only furniture in that room is a single folding chair in the very center.
That sounds like the most pitiful existence in all I've ever seen.
I
I've
like
been to the
to
celestial
spit.
realm.
In that chair. And do nothing. And he looks like he's in reverie, like that this is such a great status of abundance that he's almost lost in the memory of sitting in that big empty room.
I'd like to roll a recall knowledge check on Barnabas.
Okay.
I was kind of deciding whether I wanted to mark him as hunt prey or just do the recall knowledge anyway, but I'll just do the recall knowledge.
Okay. Okay. What are you hoping to learn about him? You do identify that he is a lich, which is a spellcaster of some sort whose insatiable desire for arcane power eclipses their mortal life. They are truly devious and versatile spellcasters. They are also immortal as long as their phylactery or phylacteries are kept safe. They also don't call them phylacteries anymore because it's problematic. They're supposed to call them soul cages.
Mm.
You may ask any one question you'd like.
On the approximation of levels, what level is this man?
He is a level 20 elite.
20 elite. So that's relatively tough.
That would make him a boss fight for you guys, but not an insurmountable one. That is if he was the only enemy you were facing.
Right. And he has stated before that it is his seat of power, which the likelihood of him fighting by himself is pretty much zero.
He has demon dragons.
There's
right
literally
there.
two. There's literally two demon dragons right there, and maybe something going on with that brazier.
Oh yeah, that's what I'm saying. The chance of him fighting by himself is zero. So
right. And as a lich, he's probably got contingency spells and shit. So
Yeah.
it's like if I roll into initiative, this spell cast and this spell cast and this spell cast, and
yeah. So I guess I would probably kind of whisper over towards Kelly. We could fight him, but he probably has reinforcements on top of reinforcements on top of reinforcements and plants on top of plants on top of plants. It would be insignificant to him, even if we were to beat him.
Why don't we just guarantee we won't erase him?
Bella, Stu
That seems all
steps
he's
up
worried
next
about.
to you, and he says, "Have you, Miss Bellanora,
Do
do you truly intend to dance to the tune your father plays? He made me. He made you. But I am a machine. You are not.
I don't want to kill my brother. I never even considered the idea of having one, and it
Yeah,
would've-
probably because you're scared, because you know I'd beat you. And when I do, I'm gonna make you into a fucking cake, and we're gonna eat it when we put the deck together. It's a celebration cake.
Why,
Bro,
boy, I could beat you.
Bro, what is wrong with you? Why are you so twisted? Why are you so depraved? Like, what has happened to you in your life that really is so sad?
There's not a
What
lot of
the hell?
food in hell, okay? So, you eat people, and then you get, it's not that bad.
And you turn them into cake?
That makes it feel less like eating people.
That's actually smart.
You aren't in hell anymore. Who says you got to go back?
Like,
Yeah,
can't
but
you
I
just
mean-
like leave the hell behind you? Try to forge a brighter future. Like, we could work together. We could do so much more to stop Raven Mikoleta together. And I just don't understand why, when our goals are aligned, you feel like you need to work against us.
Barnabas just
I mean,
starts
hell, we're good
laughing.
friends with the King of Hell, apparently.
Together. Psst. I didn't pit you as rivals from birth for you to work together. It goes against your very nature.
You don't get to determine my nature. And I mean, like, Beck, are you gonna really let him decide that for you?
Go ahead and give me a diplomacy on Beck.
Is this aidable?
If you could do it in a cool way.
Since this is all circling around the Hero deck, if there's anything that I can do to channel ability from the Hero cards that we've assembled so far, to give
I will
Bella a
allow
little
it
bit
because
of
it
a
is
power up.
campaign specific, even though it's not as cool as I was hoping for. All right.
What, the power of friendship ain't cool? Is that what you're saying?
Let's see it.
Well, we take out the pom poms and
Jeez.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Power of friendship.
As you draw forth the power of the Harrow, it travels from Beck to Bella, this sort of strand of fate that is the twin. Oh, I was going to say 37 plus 4 is okay. 51 plus 4 is 55. A 55 diplomacy check.
Only in Pathfinder.
With shameless request.
With shameless request, that is 16 higher than his passive will. Beck, he trembles a bit, and he says, "What do you mean together?" As he says that, there is a murmur through the crowd of courtiers who are here to witness.
We're two of the most brilliant and charismatic people in the multiverse, Beck. We could do anything together. We could make reality what we want of it. But working against each other, we're both just struggling to get to our goals. Join us. We can save the universe together. Save fate. Save our family. You know that wasn't always like this. You know that Mom shouldn't be in that ring.
Mom's in the ring?
Oh, shit.
There's a gasp through the crowd. The Queen? She's in the ring? Barnabas Benoit lets out a soft chuckle. And he says, how interesting.
Killed her, and you trapped her soul in the very place where you found her, the place you've promised to free her from.
She betrayed me.
No, she didn't. Raven Mikoleta did. The timeline's been rewritten.
Nicoletta is a lost child, a spoiled brat who can't accept her own failure.
What
She
the-
has no consequence.
You don't understand. It was her minion, and you know him, and it just makes me sick that you would work with a institution that would deploy him on the world. You know who I speak of, the Prince of Wolves, Magibold.
when you say that, for the first time, you do see a reaction from Barnabas Benoit that's not corpo cool. A shudder runs through his body. Apparently, at some point in his long life, Magibold hurt him real bad.
I mean,
So,
he's not
I
gonna
don't
hurt
fear
you.
much, but
I mean,
When
what
you
she
say
says
that,
is true.
he says,
Walter will show the card
His-
as the Prince of
his
Fools.
foul magic corrupted the mother card and the marriage card, and they took everything from you, everything that you worked to build. Sure, you have this giant house, but it's empty. It's devoid of all the life that you lived.
If you need further proof, I mean, Jericho, he kind of nods to her. She was married as well. When that card got corrupted, her marriage
"Oh
got
yeah,
fucked
biggest
over.
mistake of my life, man. I was a fool to think I could be happy for even 5 fucking minutes."
Yeah, that corruption of that card kind of ruined it for a lot of people. You were happier.
"That can't be true," Barnabas Benoit says. "I know a lot of people who, they told me their marriage is incredible."
Those people were previously unhappily married. It switched it.
When you say that, his eye lights kind of flicker a bit, and he says, "Were they?"
And now, because of the Magibold, their loss has been turned to gain in yours.
Hell, apparently I met some woman who was all about some Strahd feller. Keeps telling how good he is. Can't imagine what I've been told of him. It doesn't sound like somebody in their right mind.
Barnabas Benoit says, "A woman that actually likes Strahd? What?"
Like I
Yeah.
said, marriage
The same-
card flipped on its head.
Beck says, "Father, it's true. He had a way of corrupting the cards. It was his connection to the Shadow Realm. He thought it was funny. He said it was the ultimate form of wild magic, was turning fate upside down. We're all better off without him. Also,
We
he
killed
was
him.
very obviously going to betray all of us. We kind of all saw that coming.
Oh yeah, he told us as much before we kicked his ass.
Yeah, I mean, we were all waiting for it, so it's just he was so scary that, you know.
You always told me how dangerous he was. When we had the opportunity, we put him down.
Beck looks at you and nods. He looks at Barnabas and he says, "Dad, I've mathed it out. We can't die. You can't die. But I think we could take you down long enough to turn this place upside down and find what we're looking for, and maybe find some extras."
Or you could not waste the energy of reaccumulating your body, and you could work with us and help us achieve our goal.
His eyes, they do like the Spider-Man mask thing, where they just kind of turn into 2 little white slits. And then he says, "But what about my arena? I sold out all the tickets. I told them that my children were going to fight to the death."
I mean, if you want to, like, put these demon dragons in there, and then, like, we'll fight them together with our team,
That's boring.
I am prepared for you to up the ante. I like have all these combat abilities I've gained recently that I haven't gotten to showcase, and we haven't really fought anything in a while. What were we fighting in there?
It wasn't so much of a fight, to be honest.
We survived for several rounds until we achieved a goal, but I don't know about fight.
Yeah.
Well, I was going to give the victor the courtesan. So how about this? So that I don't have to refund any tickets. Not that I would. I have plenty of excuses why we have to keep the money, and we'll definitely reschedule the event for another time and include some reparations, I guess. No. If you're so rearing for a fight, I can give it to you. Fight in my arena. And if at least one of you survives, you may take the courtesan as your prize.
Now you're telling me a man with a harem like you only had 2 kids? Worried about those swimmers.
It was a calculated decision. Children, if you read the histories of the different worlds, are always a problem, a liability, a risk. I tried to tell that to my most precious warlock, but he just keeps breeding. It will be his downfall eventually. Anyways, that's my offer. Fight in my arena. Earn the card. I will not give it to you. But also, I will not force my 2 beautiful children to murder each other to prove a point.
What you think, Bella? Should we take it?
I think it's the best deal we're gonna get. Honestly.
I mean, OOC, if you guys don't want to have a crazy arena battle, I mean, he is a businessman, so you could just try to push a different direction.
Wait, Mythic? Of course, let's take the battle.
Damn. The slander.
I mean, we have 17 hours. I feel like we have the time, but I also want to keep. I don't want to keep you guys here to watch me 1v1 back. Could we just maybe have a roll off?
Oh no! Like, he's saying that you guys could fight in his arena against threats that he sends at you.
Okay, yeah.
He means all of you.
Okay, good. Yes, that's what I'm hoping for.
Okay.
What do you guys think? Sounds fun.
Kick your father in the nuts. That's what I think.
Yeah, I someday, but when he's not expecting it, and you know,
you'd have to find his nuts first. They're as well hidden as his phylactery.
Probably true.
He just wants to summon his nuts whenever he wants to get freaky, and then puts them back in the box.
Excellent.
I mean, none of your business, but yeah. He did say that children are a liability.
Yeah, it's. Yeah, those removed.
His nuts probably burned off with the rest of them.
Listen, Barnabas Benoit was the guy that you knew in college that after the girl fell asleep, he made sure that the condom had actually been destroyed. Like, he was like, not taking any
incinerator.
They don't go in the trash. They don't go in the toilet. They are destroyed. You know what I'm saying? Like that. This dude was like, we ain't never having kids until we're ready to have kids. And then it's going to be a eugenics experiment. All right,
Like,
since you're all in agreement, he says, since we're in agreement, let us begin.
Oh, I was gonna ask, could we get one of these guys? Like these big.
Oh, you'd like those guys? Don't worry.
I think we're about to fight them.
That's the appetizer, probably.
I can make that happen.
Oh, I was gonna say like we could take one home, buy one. I don't know.
All right, so
Like a
he
free
takes you guys.
Costco sample. Costco.
You guys disappear
Costco
and you
sample.
reappear inside the Eldrick Arena.
Oh, cool. We're about this shit's about to go down. Walter's gonna drink this.
Yeah. I was gonna re-up that.
Which I think should give him some other things on top of that. Is it brew? Yeah, plus the brew.
All right, Barnabas
I'm also gonna
Benoit.
drink something first.
He's up in the box, 50 feet up. He looks down. Every seat in the stands is filled, but we don't want to break Foundry. But just that, it's fucking packed. It's fucking packed in here. You guys would appear in the center of this circle right here. All right. Right away, you feel that anything that is a small circle could be bad. What defines the small circle? Unsure. But you do feel like the circles themselves could be bad. You do see that there are creatures. Fucking amazing creatures, if I do say so myself. They look like gargantuan lava elementals. Sort of like Toka from Ninja Turtles 2 Secret of the Ooze.
That's what I was gonna say.
Right? Right? This is but like a fucking Torkoal, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
but they got a fucking hammer. I can't. They're just so cool. It's so fucking cool. Anyways, there are 4 of them. They look insane. Absolutely insane. I don't know. It's a good thing nobody asked for extra monsters just now, because this is going to be basically impossible. Yeah.
This.
I'll go ahead and have you guys roll to initiative.
Oh, I'm stacking on buffs while he's kind of promoting the fight.
Oh yeah. He's definitely going on and on and on about what you guys are up against, and this is it. This is the main event. Behold the fruit of my loom. The blessing of my loins, etc., etc. Then he gives.
Stop talking about your loins, Dad.
How he wishes his beautiful wife could have been here to see this, and then he rubs the ring when he says that. He talks about how much he misses her, and how she was really the heart of this kingdom, etc., etc., etc. Everyone is really sad. Everyone really loved the queen. It's terrible. It's terrible what's happened.
When we reassemble a deck, we can fix that.
Beck says, really? Mom was so cool, I miss her.
I do too. She was certainly his better half.
He's kind of an asshole.
Yeah, I mean, he'll never be as strong as Guy the Bard or as respected as Jerk Bandon. He's just determined to make it everyone's problem.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna be honest. I think you've maybe grown a bit stronger than me. I'm gonna try to support as best I can, but I took a look at these dudes, and I think we're in trouble. They are Laratans, actually a common species here, but they're unstoppable giants with skin of volcanic glass, blood of roiling lava. They're malicious arsonists, and they would see all worlds burned to cinders. and they pay homage to Ymiri, the evil elemental demigod of fire. And even amongst the evil denizens of this plane, they're considered the biggest assholes, the meanest jerks. If anyone is stupid enough to summon one to a prime material world, they go on a kaiju rampage and generally burn most of the world to ash before they're stopped. And there's 4 of them.
Yeah, as Bella would have entered this space, she would have summoned to her hand her new ability, the Vengeful Spirit deck. She shuffles some cards as she talks to Beck, and she's like, "Well, let's get started then. We don't have to. I think together, we're gonna take him down. Have faith, Beck."
He looks at you. You're not sure that he has faith, but he's gonna try his best.
See.
Goth Lola Bunny looks around and she says, "Why the fuck am I here?
Guilty by
I
association.
didn't agree to this." Oh my god.
Hands her a B team badge.
I can't believe that she shouts up at Barnes Swimwa. She's like, "What the fuck is this? This
Cards.
He looks down and he says, "Oh, Lola, I didn't realize that you were also participating." She says, "Oh, well, you know what? You were a terrible lay. Worse than your son." And then Beck says, "What?"
We can beat him up if you want.
Anybody else's Foundry just kind of crash?
No.
Nah.
Okay.
All
Yeah,
let's
after
see what these initiative rolls.
Tell you what, Beck, after we've saved the universe and Fate, we can beat up Dad.
Man, 2 nat 1s. Terrible. Why are there so many stack the decks here?
No, you left Barbarian stack on the field.
Oh, okay.
I
Which one's
dragged out.
Barbarian stack?
The 6.
Oh, the 6. Okay. Alright. Goodbye. Barbarian stack.
Before the fight begins and all like hell breaks loose, he says he wishes Jericho good luck in the fight. He says, "By the way, Dad, this is my girlfriend. She's the daughter of a vampiric bloodlord. Thought you'd hate that."
Alright. So, this is a very difficult fight. Your BT members are willing to participate as active combatants. However, they can die here. Are you willing to risk any of them for victory?
Thorn, I'm gonna have to ask you to sit down for this one. I mean, I know you're good with that gun, but I mean, look, he's like, what
How's Brutus stack up?
How's Brutus stack up? I mean, he's a level 15 elite creature.
Level 15.
Yeah.
Don't love that. No, babe, I need you by my side, but not in that way. I'm gonna use some backstab technique, but keep that badge on. Check the face.
Okay, so Brutus not gonna participate. And let's see, Jerry is gonna take 1 hit during the fight. Brutus is out. Stu?
Do you want to fight Stu? You're not really a combatant. but like I'm gonna put that choice. You never get to make your own choices, Stu. I'm letting you make this choice.
I will fight for you, Madam Bella,
Oh, this is gonna be sad.
against the same monster who made both of us.
Oh,
You know what, Stu? We're gonna get through this together.
Does this
Here.
unlock like some special protocol that he has, or
Everyone, take a grilled cheese. I gotta
It's like-
reveal it, I guess. Doink. I mean, you probably don't want to eat it now. You get 1d6 plus 4 healing off. But
Gives him a
no,
three-string
the
pack.
no that like he has made a lot of grilled cheese sandwiches. So there, you just got to be adjacent to this man during the fight, and you can spend one action to heal 1d6 plus 4 hit points.
you know what?
Non-combatant my ass.
Healing's healing.
Also, you know, he's upgraded himself a bit. Like, you know, been collecting robot parts during the adventures. Woof! It's looking rough as fuck, guys. Alright, I love it. Oh, also, as he's announcing everything, you guys could attempt recall knowledge checks against the Laratans, if you would like. To,
I'm gonna roll with
better-
advantage using a
better
hero
prepare
die.
yourself. Okay.
Yeah, may as well do that as well. Single time rat.
wrong microphone.
All right, Walter, you know all the things that were mentioned about the Laratan, and you may ask one question about them.
Weakness.
Bella, same thing. You know everything. You can ask one question about them. Wait, are you burning the buff to get one step higher? Is that what you said? Because
I was just using a hero point. But no,
Oh,
I will
okay.
do that. No, that's a good idea. I will do that.
Okay, then you know two things. You may ask two things about them.
You already asked weakness.
Yeah, I was gonna ask weakness.
Stack. You also may ask two questions about them, Stack. Goddamn.
What's its strongest attack?
Strongest attack is its Warhammer. It is plus 40 to hit, and it deals 4d12 plus 18 bludgeoning with 2d6 persistent fire. But the 2d6 persistent fire is a non-issue because you guys are resistant 20 to fire.
Lex asked what the weakness was.
What their weakness? They are weak 20 to cold.
Okay. What are they resistant to?
They are resistant to piercing and slashing 20.
Ooh,
right.
Okay.
Well, that's 3 questions. You get 2 more.
Guess what's their armor class? Could be one.
Armor class is 46.
Wow.
You have one more question.
What are their? What's the lowest save?
Okay, that's a good question. It is reflex at a 34.
Good to know. Good question. All right. So I guess starting next session with this fight.
Yeah, I guess so. Woo.
So many cool actions now. So many cool spells too.
Oh, and just to spice things up, You do see, right as the battle begins, stepping from behind the arena box throne is the courtesan. They look down at all of you. They put 2 fingies to their lips, and they blow you guys a kiss. And that's where we'll leave off. Woo!
So we're just gonna open the decanter and just let it keep flooding, right? In the water battle.
Should be interesting. Should be interesting.
Hurt so much.
Don't worry. Don't worry. It is a sporting event, and people have paid money to be there, so it's gonna make it last. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna make it last. Wouldn't be a very good show if you guys were all completely destroyed in the first round. But most lawful, evil, corrupt businessmen, when they say they're going to give you prizes, ... I don't know. We'll see. Oh man. Okay. Quick announcements. So streaming hiatus continues. But don't worry, I finished my first class out of 12, so we're almost there, boys. Hey. Yeah. Once I get past the first 4 courses of the 12 courses, I will probably reevaluate my streaming schedule and my gaming schedule and whatnot. But I definitely was a bit overconfident, so kind of needed to reallocate as much time and resources as possible. So, but games will continue to proceed. My intention is firm. I will be running Draw Steel as the next system that I run. If you haven't played Draw Steel, it's pretty fucking good. So any of the games that I run in the next batch of campaigns is probably going to be that I like to only have to keep one rule set like active in my brain at a time. But there's going to be obviously some overlap between the remaining Pathfinder games and then starting up some Draw Steel games. So yeah, that's pretty much all I got for now. Anybody have any other announcements before we adjourn?
No, I'm good.
No? Okay. Then we will continue this next week. Easy peasy, get that courtesan card. Dunzos. And then you've got two more of these to do. One Last Goodbye and Path of Destruction.
And the Peacock.
Optionally the Peacock. Yep, absolutely.
So I'm gonna fly over, grab the courtesan, and just pour it out.
Bro, rude. But
not my
listen, I don't know if you could handle I don't know if you could handle the Peacock, you know what I'm saying? Like,
oh Jesus.
I don't know if you could handle that shit.
Whoa, we've thrown into the prehistoric times? Why the
like
fuck
when
is
they
that a
made
dinosaur?
like when they made those prehistoric timeline Pokemon variants where they were like, I don't know, give it a Snaggletooth. I don't know.
And they made the future ones too. They made the
make it look like it's from the Jetsons. It's a future one. Yeah. Oh man.
The Peacockatrace.
The Peacockatrace, beautiful. Yeah. I'm excited. I'm excited to see how this turns out. It's a TTRPG, so there's a lot of paths to victory. So we'll see how it goes. Yeah, that's it. I guess I'll see you guys around the Discord, and we'll continue this next week.
All right.
Thanks for
All
running.
right, night, guys.
Mm.